Hello, and welcome to the McTaggart Attack podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, a stand-up comedian who currently lives in Vermont. And this is my podcast where I give my opinion on various topics. This week's topic is something that annoyed me last week. Well, it didn't really annoy. A part of it annoyed me. Part of it I liked. But part of it annoyed me. And let me just try to iterate what it is that annoys me. Because that's what my podcast basically is. I give my thoughts on various things. And that's it. It can be something that pisses me off. It can be something I like. It can be my thoughts on TV shows. I did a 6-week series on the last season of Game of Thrones. I also have a weekly episode dedicated to what's pissing you off. It's called What's Pissing You Off Wednesday. But this episode is not what's pissing you off Wednesday. This episode is kind of what's pissing me off whatever the fuck day you're listening to. So, first of all, I, like most people, prefer McDonald's. Love McDonald's. I think back in the 80s, there were these series of commercials pitting McDonald's against Burger King, and I preferred McDonald's clearly over Burger King. Still do. 30-something years later. 35-something years later. Fuck, I'm old. I'm not old. Will not admit that I'm old. I regret saying that. Because when you regret you're old, when you admit you're old, you're old. I'm not. But yeah, McDonald's. I'm a big fan. I love McDonald's. I try not to eat French fries anymore, but I will eat French fries if they're from McDonald's. Mostly because their French fries are so small now. You never notice how small the McDonald's French fries are? Compared to, like, other fry places. They're all so big and tastier. But yeah. Big fan of McDonald's. And they're always... I admire McDonald's because they're always... making some sort of advances in the fast food industry. Mostly because they were the ones that created the fast food industry, really. According to that Michael Keaton movie, The Founder, McDonald's, he stole the idea from those two guys who created McDonald's and made it a franchise and made it successful all over the country, all over the world. People fucking love McDonald's. And they're always making advances, and now, like, I think it was 2 years ago was when they started implementing the touch screen in their stores, in their restaurants, where you could order on a screen and then take a number and sit at a table if you're going to eat in, and someone will bring the food to you. Table service at McDonald's. Table service at a fast food restaurant. Fucking amazing. So great, McDonald's. And this was in Rutland where I saw this. And then, I think a few weeks ago, my sister told me that they have it at the McDonald's in White River Junction now. And last Friday, I wanted McDonald's. I wanted to go get McDonald's, and I was at work, and the closest one to me at work is the one in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. So I went to the one in West Lebanon, New Hampshire, and I just so happened to go on their first day of the touchscreen. And I'm like, well, and there was options you could do the register or do the touchscreen. And I'm like, I'll do the touchscreen. And first of all, my standard meal at McDonald's is the 10-piece chicken McNuggets, medium combo with a chocolate shake, a medium chocolate shake for the drink. Who the fuck doesn't love a chocolate milkshake? And also, listen. I've seen the pictures on the internet. I'm aware of what the McNuggets are probably made of. I don't care. Dip them in buffalo sauce and they're perfectly fine. Or the barbecue sauce, which is also pretty good. I am skeptical of their turkey sausage, though. I don't understand how turkey sausage is a thing. I can't understand how you can have enough sausage from a turkey. I mean, you'd have to have like 1 million turkeys to make one. You'd need like one sausage from a turkey. You can probably make, I don't know, I've never done that. But I can imagine you can only have like maybe 5 sausages from a turkey. But it's got to be fake. My point. But anyway, so yeah, that's my standard meal is the 10-piece McNugget meal. And so I thought, oh, okay, I'll order it on the touch screen. Because I've done it before. I've used the touch screen I used it in my River Junction a couple weeks before that. And, I'm picking my combo, and I'm trying to pick the drink, and I don't see an option for a milkshake. And before I have a chance to, look into it further and figure it out for myself, they have their employees come over and help me. I had one young girl try to help me, and then I was explaining to her what to do, and then this older woman came up and just canceled out my order and tried to help me that way. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not what I wanted. So they made me walk through it again, and I did. And, we get to the drink selection part again, and they're like, I just had to scroll up more to choose, or scroll down more to get, other options, and I can choose my shake that way. But I would have figured it out. I would have fucking figured it out. And I think it's great that they have an attendant there to help with the touchscreens. But you don't need 3 or 4. I mean, I was swarmed by help. I don't mind being helped. But when it's somewhat unsolicited, gotta be fucking kidding me. It was just annoying. I didn't like getting swarmed by McDonald's employees showing me how to use a touch screen. I know how to use a touch screen. So they helped me, and I got my food and whatever. And so then I went over to grab some napkins from the napkin dispenser, and I got them jammed because I like to grab a couple. I don't just grab one napkin. And that same crabby lady who wiped out my order before helped me with the napkin dispenser. You're only supposed to take one at a time. Fuck you! I can take as many as I fucking want. I was gonna get it. I was gonna cram them all out of there. How do I know that? Because I've done it before. Just obnoxious. Like, I don't mind that there's employees wandering around helping customers and shit, but, like, I didn't need that much help. In fact, after they showed me once, I'm like, all right, great, I got it now. No, let's finish your order for you. I'm not stupid! Sure, for that brief second you thought I was stupid, but I'm not fucking stupid. Sure, there are other people who go to McDonald's that are probably a lot fucking stupider than I am, but I'm not stupid. Just annoyed me. Especially the crabby lady who helped me with the napkin dispenser. She's fucking cunt. Was I wrong with the napkin dispenser? Probably. But did I care? No. Then, I get back to work. And a former coworker who works on my floor, who I don't like to talk to, who I was wondering, boy, I haven't talked to her since I told her how much I was so glad I left my old job, to which she was a leader of, shows up because the universe was trying to teach me a lesson, and I respect that. But she's like, the last time I brought in McDonald's, she asked, what do you get me? And I said nothing. And then I said basically the same response. I said, buffalo sauce packet. And then I tried to talk to her. I tried to engage in conversation. And I'm like, hey, you know what? And wanted to let her know that the West Lebanon McDonald's had touchscreens now. And she goes, oh, you know they're full of fecal matter, right? And I'm like, that's why I let the attendant help me. And she laughed and walked away. But I remember that article about the fecal matter with the touchscreens. And I actually looked it up after my conversation with her to look up this infamous article about the McDonald's touchscreens. And it was very interesting. The article mentioned a study. This study tested touchscreens at 11 McDonald's restaurants in the United Kingdom. 11 McDonald's in the United Kingdom. Do you know how many McDonald's there are, like, in that area, according to the article I read? 1,200. They looked at 11. They looked at, it's got to be less than 1% of the McDonald's in the United Kingdom. And it reported all the not chemicals, but stuff that they found, bodily fluids that they found on there. But what the article also says is, none of those bodily chemicals are actually harmful to human beings. None of them. Plus, there's also a part in the article that says that McDonald's cleans off the touchscreens every night. So my point is, there's no, the fucking story was bullshit. All right. First the article said 8, but it was actually 11 restaurants that they tested this at. That is not a good study size. If it had said we tested all of the touchscreens at all of the McDonald's, I'd be concerned. But I'm not fucking concerned. So it's just, plus they probably tested them during the day. Plus the fact that the fluids they found on the touchscreen were not harmful to human beings. Would not make a healthy person sick, is basically what it said. It was just fucking bullshit. Studies, just if you see an article about a study Read the article to see what the actual study says, okay? That's the moral of this fucking story. Well, that's one of the morals. That's the moral of the article. It's really just read, get educated on the study. And I guess the other moral is, old women at McDonald's are crabby bitches. Old female employees at McDonald's be careful for them. McDonald's employees, it's actually, McDonald's employees think they're better than you because they know how to use a touch screen. Look, I'm too hungry to think, okay? Alright? I just want my food. I want to give you my money for my food. I want to get the fuck out of there. At the same time, I didn't want to use the cash register. So, I wanted to use a touchscreen. And they gave me a hard fucking time. Well, they didn't give me a hard time. They were trying to help. But they really more or less made me a little angry. Mostly because I was hungry. So maybe I was hangry. Maybe it was my hunger that did it. Maybe that was my hunger was why I was pissed off. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for this episode about McDonald's touchscreens. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to email me, McTaggartAttack@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter, @KevMcT. You can find me on Facebook. You can also find the McTaggart Attack Podcast Facebook page. And if you're wondering how to spell the Twitter handle, KevMcT, it's the first 3 letters of my first name and the first 3 letters of my last name. If you're that fucking stupid to not know how it fucking works, then you probably work at McDonald's. And that's the bottom line if you smell what the McTaggart Attack podcast is cooking.